this car. Welcome back to the channel. A little garage update today. Look at that car. So, a few people actually guessed that this is the car here. If you don't know who this is, it's Mr. Squirrel Tuned. I don't think he has a sticker on it. Let me check. He doesn't. Oh man, he's slacking. Squirrel Tuned, Mr. Jack Roberts, somewhat local to me, just a few hours away. He owns or holds the current stock bottom end 4.8 record. So that was with his old car. I don't know the times. You'll have to forgive me. I want to say it went 780, 790, and a 490. And that's a stock 4.8 bottom end. The same motor that set the record is in this car right now, so that's why I'm looking at it. But stock bottom end, I don't think he even opened up, gapped rings, did anything. And it gets high mileage and rough. And he just, you know, put some head gaskets in it, lifters, cam, and went to town. Since then, since he set the record, it was on E85 C16 blend, I believe. I think it was out of fuel system. But since he set the record, he got rid of that car. It was a mild steel chassis, you know, cage. It was heavy, and just he wanted something better. So that's where this car comes in. He got this car a little while ago. He's been building it. And yeah, it's at my place now for a wiring job. So it's a Holley setup. He took the Holley out of his old car and he has all the harnesses and stuff. And I'm gonna wire it. And then it's also, you know, it's already got a relay board and stuff in the car. So I'm gonna hook up the switch panel, the wiring, and wire the complete car, shock sensors, coolant pressure, the same stuff that we always do on these cars. And then there's a little bit of fabrication I need to do. I think we're gonna finish up the coolant system and just some small stuff. It's a Jose Turbo. I don't know if he says the size, so we'll hold off on announcing what size it is. Our good buddies Brennan and Michael Dickinson are the ones that did the turbo kit and everything. It looks familiar, huh? It looks pretty good. I don't know if they modeled it after that or if just great minds think alike on how they did all this, but it looks really good. So, yeah, this one's gonna be on methanol. Like I was saying, sorry, I got sidetracked. Old one was on E85 C16. He's done a bunch of upgrades to get to this point. The old setup, I wanna say it was on twins. I don't know. It's been a while. But this one, he went to a big single. This one's gonna be on methanol. You see the 16 injectors, smart coils. I mean, this one, he did a lot of upgrades. I wanna say he also upgraded the heads. They're still stock heads, 4.8 heads, but he had Wilkes Performance go through them, I think, do their port job, still stock bottom end, and yeah, I think he's going to just take the record that much farther. So I'm gonna do some videos on this car. I just did a big wiring series, so I don't wanna bore you with another one, but we're gonna be wiring this car and helping him get this thing going. Really excited for this one. It's a cool car. I love new edges, man. Who doesn't love a good new edge? That rear end, I think we gotta take a peek. I don't know if he's showing people this. I'll have to ask him and I'll cut it out. Sorry if he isn't, but look at that. So it's a Maryland rear end. That thing's just too pretty to put underneath a car. I mean, that thing's amazing. Oof. Definitely like that. So, it's a race car. I don't know why I keep getting these race cars in the garage, but there you go. Okay, I'm back. So, did you see the new banner? Yeah, it looks pretty good, huh? Anyways, yeah, Terminator front end on this thing. Man, I'll have to get some video pictures or something once that front end is on the car. It looks super sick. So, garage update, yeah, I need to talk about it. My car is here. It's in shambles right now. Big time shambles. I guess the main reason for putting it in this video, I need to do a story time on it and talk about it, what's going on with it, whatever. But not today. Today we're just gonna stick with the garage update. And the main reason I want to talk about today is because I need to see if anyone needs some parts off of it. I am partying this car out. Like I said, story time will come in the future. But for now, if someone needs some stuff, I'm selling stuff. Like the electronics, I had someone that wanted it, deal fell through. I'm gonna sell these as a whole. But what I'm trying to find is someone that has a Fox. If you have a Fox and you need to wire it and you have nothing, man, get in touch with me. Slide in my DM something. This is set up for 16 injectors, methanol, street car with all the lights and everything. Trans brake, turn signals, air shifter, dump valve, shock sensors. You know, this thing was fully done out. But like, I have everything, the wiring harness, like the loom, or the bulkheads, like it's all here. I'd really like to find someone that wants to buy it all and put it in their car, or even better, find someone that wants me to wire their car, buy everything, and then I'll put it in your car and get your LS methanol setup running with lights and everything. That would be ideal. But yeah, no, like I have everything. Let me come over here. This is not available. But like I have the switches, the dash, the EGT setup, like I have it all. GPS for speed. I also have like, no side note, but like my intake, 16 injector intake, Holley high ram, Holley throttle body, like that's available. Could be with the wiring harness or not. The fuel setup, like there's the cable. I have the pump and the bracketry and everything for the cable drive, the regulator, like I have all this stuff. Not available. And like, yeah, I need to find someone. Like the pumps on the car, like I have everything available. So if you're looking for fuel setup or an electronic setup, like I said, engine's not available, trans, turbo's not available, but like there is a lot of parts. Like everything else on the car must go. Back here, like I get the fuel tank, they'll probably go to whoever gets the fuel system. But like rear radiator setup, there it is. Rear radiator setup, man, like I have it. It's all there. All the shocks will be available at some point. Yeah, like I just have tons of parts, obviously, complete car. But I'm parting it all out. Yeah, so if you need something, get in touch with me. Like I said, I'm not gonna go into the story, just a garage update. My car is here, but parting it out, I don't know. We'll see where the future holds on that deal. But also, you may have noticed, look who's back. Davey Dave is back. He actually drove it over here last night, street car. But when we finished this car up, he needed to get it home, whatever. It was about 2 months ago. And we just rigged that up so he could get it home on the trailer. But he finished it up at his house. He had to do some changes and get it going. And, you know, since he got it going like 4 or 5 weeks ago, and he's just been busy, needed to tidy up some stuff. I've been busy, but now he's back. And before it left, we hadn't finished up the front end. So he has, like I tubed the front end and everything, but we need to make mounts and stuff. So he has man, I almost said the R word, race car. He has a new bumper. I don't know what you want to call that. We'll come peek at it. There's his bumper. I don't know if he's shown the bumper. I may be the first one showing off his bumper, but there's his bumper. Fiberglass race car bumper. I mean street car bumper. What am I saying? It's street car. You can have a fiberglass bumper and be a street car, right? Yeah. So we need to mount it. So I need to make a bar that comes across the top and mounts the top part of the intercooler and the radiator and goes over. It'll also have some mounts for the headlights, and then we're going to make a lower mount down low that the bumper can slide on, you know, to the front end, and I'm sure the bumper will support up at the top as well. Maybe some Zeus fasteners or something. We'll come up with something fancy, and then we'll have to come up with some Zeus fastener on the side as well. But yeah, we're going to mount the front end, and then I think there's just some small odds and ends that we need to do as well. So we're going to get his car going, and I actually think I'm going to do a video on this one. Man, look at that backspacing, sorry. That is so sick. Look at those wheels. Oh man, this car is so awesome. But yeah, so I think I'm going to do a video on his, actually, complete like front end mounting. Like I'm not the best at it. I've only done 1 or 2. But he bought the kit from like Racecraft, or you know, they're all pretty well similar, with a bunch of plates that you mount to the bumper, and then you know the slide-on things that go on. So I'm going to be mounting that. I'm probably going to make a video on it, and then making the top piece and the headlight mounts and everything. I'll probably make a little video on it. It'll probably actually be a couple videos. I think that it's a decent amount of work. It'll be good content. I think it'll be fun. So that's kind of where we're at. I have his hood too, but I don't think that hood's going back on the car. I think he's doing a different hood, or I think he's going hoodless for a little while. So you go, Dave's back. So Dave's here. Jack's car's here. And then, yeah, my car, which would, you know, whatever. So that's kind of the garage update. Check out this new edge. This new edge is cool. I've always had a secret little obsession with new edges. This one's clean. Looks good. But, yeah, so there's a quick garage update. If you want that dog, anyways, if you want to see anything particular video-wise coming from, you know, the projects going on, be sure to comment down below, and I can do some extra videos if you want to see something particular. I did a little community post, so I want to answer some of these questions. Some people had some questions in there, so I'm just going to go over these real quick. Will you be building David's winter beater new truck into a race pit truck? Race pit truck. Yeah, I think, I don't know, you gotta talk to Dave. I don't know what the plans are that. We were talking about that last night, so we'll see what his plans are. Would I ever build an old school car similar to Dave's? Maybe. I'm kind of a newer car guy, but I'm not opposed to old cars, not at all. Do I do this full time or have another job? No, I do not do this full time. Just a hobby for me. I do it in the evenings and the weekends. I work in IT for a full time 8 to 5 job. So, yeah, just a hobby. I'm hoping it's a white new edge. It was a white new edge in here. Pro mod Dave. Dave has got a pro mod. Any race week plans? We're actually scheduled. I got a buddy that signed up for Rocky Mountain Race Week 2.0 that I'm going to be the crew chief or pilot. Or no, I wouldn't pilot. I'd be the co-pilot. But anyways, so I think we're trying to do that. So yes, I do have plans. As long as it's not a Mustang in the other spot. Sorry, it is a Mustang Squirrel Tuned car. A lot of y'all guessed his car. Good job. Curious how many hours I had in that F-body? A ton. But that thing turned out amazing. Your Mustang notch and Dave's Mustang. People were guessing what was in the garage. Yes, my Mustang, but Dave's outside. Sorry, Dave. He lost his garage spot. So there's the questions. But anyways, if you need to see, or not need, but if you want to see any more content on the vehicles here, if you want me to do more wiring as a Holley setup, I know I'm going to have a Holley fuel tech video coming. I just want to wait until a track day so I can really be hands-on with the fuel tech and make changes in between passes and do data logging and all that before I do a direct comparison. There's pros and cons to each. Hard to say. If I was to wire another car right now, what system would I use, Holley or fuel tech? I don't know, to be honest. In the middle of the fuel tech process, I was pretty heavy favoring fuel tech, but we had some issues there, and I'm kind of upset with fuel tech on some certain things. Still pros and cons to both. They're still both very capable, awesome systems. I think it just comes down to personal preference. So, like I said, if you want to see any videos of the Holley wiring, I know I just did one, but if you want to see, you know, more wiring, I could do this one as well. I do think I'm going to do a video on Dave's car and the front end mounting. So yeah, and then more projects on the way. I actually have more stuff already lined up. So that's kind of your quick garage update. I kind of rambled on too long, but hey, whatever. Yeah, if you want to see anything else, be sure to comment down below. Like this video. I will see you guys in the next one.